Hello world, it is Wednesday, December 7th, 2022, and looking out the window at Defiance, it's kind of an overcast, misty morning. In fact, there was a little bit of fog this morning. I think there was a delay for some of the schools because of it, but relatively warm, low 40s, and I think it's supposed to be close to 50 today before getting back to more normal December temperatures. The devotion for today is entitled If Then, written by Vicki Kemper. Vicki bases the devotion upon Psalm 126, verses 4 through 6, Common English Bible. God, change our circumstances for the better, like dry streams in the desert waste. Let those who plant with tears reap the harvest with joyful shouts. Let those who go out crying and carrying their seed come home with joyful shouts, carrying bales of grain. And then Vicki writes, if Advent is a good time to get in touch with our spiritual longings, it is. It is a great time to name exactly what we and the world need, to imagine the life that God intends, and to pray boldly for it. This psalm shows us one way to do that, starting with the general. God, please make things better, and then moving on to the specifics of what better would look like. Let those who started out weeping with little but hope in their hands end up shouting for joy, gladly bearing the bountiful fruits of their labors. If Advent reminds us that God is doing yet another new thing and coming to us in still more unexpected ways, it does, and she is. And if Advent invites us to prepare the way for newness, it does. Then we best get ready to recognize and receive the unlikely and unimaginable answers to our prayers. If you knew a friend was coming for a long-awaited visit, you'd clean the house and prepare the finest food and drink. If the weather worsened and the hour grew late, you'd turn on the lights and pace the floor until you heard their knock on the door. So let us make room in our hearts for the answers to our prayers. Let us live as if our Advent longings will be fulfilled. In the prayer, I trust you are on your way. Let me be ready to receive you. Amen. A couple things this devotion reminded me of is last night we had pub theology and we talked about gratitude and how our outlook can certainly change what we see, and trying to have an attitude of gratitude, looking for those things that we're thankful for rather than those things that we're missing, can certainly change things a lot. The other thing that this devotion reminded me is that while it is good to pray to God for a change, it's also important to put our prayer into action and to actively go out and look and work for the change that we need in our lives and wish to see in our lives. Sometimes it's not up to us, I know that, but other times there are things that we can do. There are also things we can do to help others out of their situation, but it's also important for us to be able to see the situations other people have and to be open to them, to look for the opportunities we may have to lighten their load and be God's living presence for them as well. So I hope this Advent season is also a season for you to think about the new things that may be happening and the new things that you could help bring to fruition. I hope you have a good day and hope to talk to you.